Hey guys, it's Charlie. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Charlie Nichols and I'm the owner and founder of Monarch Company. And I'm also a distributor for It Works Global. So this video is going to be all about that crazy wrap thing, how to wrap, what it is, what it does, tips that you can do to maximize your wrapping experience. So for those of you who are not interested in the wrap, turn away from the video now because that's what the entire video is going to be about. And for those of you who are, I'm making this video for you because you've asked me questions on what is the wrap, what does it do, why does it work, how do you use it, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today in this video. And I'm also going to show you how to wrap. This is the Crazy Wrap, also known as the Wrap, also known as its official name, the Ultimate Body Applicator. And it's from It Works Global. This is a patented product. Nobody else on the market has it, no one else will ever have it. You can go and you can get wrapped at spas, things like that. A lot of times you're losing water weight when it comes to those types of body wraps. This is a lot different, really not even comparable to the type of body wraps that you're going to see in spas and salons. This is completely, it's an animal of its own, basically. The Ultimate Body Applicator is a non-woven cloth that is infused with a really strong, potent, botanical-based salve or gel. Some people say cream. For me, it's more of a salve or a gel. The texture of it is like this kind of brownish color ointment that you'll see when you open up your wrap and put it on your body. The wrap itself, the Ultimate Body Applicator, can be cut to fit certain areas, and it's safe from the neck down. You don't want to put it on your face. We have facials for that, specific things that are similar to the wrap but not quite, they're formulated differently so that it's safe for the skin on your face, but from the neck down. So people wrap their necks and their chins. If you got a little gobbler that you want to tighten and tone, you can put it on your neck. Arms, legs, butts, abs, everything from the neck down. I've done my chest. It was amazing. Basically what it does is it detoxifies, tightens, tones, and firms in as little as 45 minutes. For the first time you're wrapping, if you are a first-time wrapper, you only want to wrap for 45 minutes, and that is to test the skin sensitivity to the ointment. Once you've wrapped your initial time for 45 minutes and you've experienced no irritation, maybe a little bit of redness, I get redness, not everyone does, but if you've experienced no irritation, you can extend that time. I've wrapped overnight, I've wrapped while I'm sleeping. Some people can make it through the whole night. Usually I wake up because there's this really amazing tingling, almost icy hot feeling because there is a little bit of menthol in the wrap from some of the plants that are used to create the gel. And it'll wake me up and I'll be like, oh my god, I gotta get this thing off, because in my sleep it can be a little bit intense. The longest I've ever wrapped myself personally was 3 hours and no problems. I find for myself personally, if I'm putting the wrap on and sitting down and just kind of watching the time tick by, I can't do it that way. I'm too excited. So what I do is I actually put it on under clothing, and then I just go about and do whatever. If I'm running errands, going somewhere to the store, and that's how I'm able to really lengthen that time without being kind of really mindful of the clock and like when can I take it off. I want to take it off and see what the results are, because the longer you leave it on, it's going to absorb a little bit more into the skin most of the time. So basically what's going on is you've got this ointment on this wrap and you're putting it on whatever area of your body you want to wrap, whatever area you want to target, and the skin is going to absorb that. Studies have shown that up to 80% of topical applications are absorbed into the body through the skin. If you want to try this out yourself, take some garlic oil, because garlic is very potent. Put some right here on your throat, in this little dip here in your throat. A few hours later, if you burp, you're going to taste garlic. Our products are all natural, vegan friendly, GMO free, gluten free, which is those are all really important things to some people. So I wanted to make sure I call that out. So because your body is absorbing this, what happens is it's going to target, we call it a cosmeceutical. It's not pharmaceutical and it's not cosmetic. It's sort of a mix of the two, a cosmeceutical product. And what's going to happen is that all of these amazing herbs and plants and botanicals are targeting the area, and it's going to start detoxifying. So fat cells, your body needs fat cells in order to survive. That's essential for human survival. But fat cells can be riddled to up to 80% toxins. And because the wrap is detoxifying, what it's doing is targeting these fat cells, and it's going in and kind of clearing out and detoxifying those fat cells. And so what can happen is those fat cells can become flat cells. They can flatten. And so what the wrap is really doing is it's assisting your lymphatic system, which I'll talk about in a minute. in detoxifying your body, flushing all of these toxins out of your fat cells. One of the reasons that people experience excess fat or cellulite is because of inflammation, because of these toxins that are hiding out in all of the millions of fat cells that are in our body that are essential for us. So these things, these cells which are essential for our survival, are being completely riddled and just taken over by toxins. And toxins are going to cause illness, they cause aging because there's a lot of free radicals hiding in there, so it's more difficult for the cells to turn over and have healthy new cell generation. So what the wrap does is it's going to assist your lymphatic system into removing this waste from your body, eliminating it through urinating, defecating, that type of thing. So let's talk a little bit about the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is really, really cool. It's miles of tubules of, basically, if you were to stretch it out, it's miles. And what the lymphatic system's job is removing cellular waste from the body. So your cells live, they're born, they live, they die, and they turn over and new cells come. And that's what your body's constantly doing. And as we get older, that cellular regeneration and rebirth and growth and disposal of the old dead cells becomes slower and slower and slower. And it also becomes slower and slower and slower if we're exposed to free radicals, which as human beings in the world that we live in, we are. So the lymphatic system's purpose is to remove cellular waste from the body. And that's exactly what we want to assist. That's the system we want to assist when we're using the wrap, is the lymphatic system. So we're going to stimulate the lymphatic system before we wrap. I'll explain that when we get to the actual how to wrap part. So that's how you're going to see detoxifying, tightening, toning, and firming when you're using the wrap. And there are things that are really, really important when you're wrapping to make sure that you can track your progress and that you can also give the body everything that it needs in order to continue removing this waste from your body. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to wrap. Before we get started, one more thing. I just want to make sure that everyone is aware. The wrap is not a get skinny quick scheme. Those don't exist. If you're looking to lose weight, lose inches, the wrap can help, but it's not going to sustain itself. You have to help sustain it with a healthy lifestyle. Eating right, getting enough nutrients, conditioning your body, working it, going for walks, cardio, weight training, whatever it is, just move. That's what you want to do. The results on average are going to last anywhere from 4 to 6 months on average, but they can be completely stopped or slowed down and shortened by continuing on with a poor lifestyle, or they can be prolonged by adopting a healthy lifestyle. And that's one thing that I found the wrap is amazing for, is getting people really pumped up and confident and excited and motivated to stick to a healthy lifestyle, because you're seeing those results in a lot of cases immediately. The other thing I want to mention is that some people who say, I didn't experience results with the wrap, you gotta drink your water. You have to drink your water. Water, 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 water. I will explain this in a minute. That's going to help your kidneys flush out all these toxins, and it's helping your lymphatic system get rid of these toxins. If you don't drink the water and you eat crappy the days after wrapping, you're not going to see results visibly. 90% of people who wrap for the first time see results on their first wrap, ranging from improved skin condition to lost inches. However, 100% of people who wrap for the first time experience results because it's working on a cellular level. So some people, it takes a few wraps or maybe even a few treatments before you start seeing it, but it does work. We're not the company that we are around for so long making so much money for selling products that don't work. The wrap works. Okay, you guys ready to wrap? I'm going to show you how to wrap. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take before photos and you're going to want to measure yourself. So when you take your before photos and your after photos, you want to make sure you're in the same position, in the same lighting, because we want it to be as scientific as possible. So you're going to take a front shot, okay? I usually put my arms up for this. That's your before front. And then you're going to take a before side. So you're going to be facing the side. Some people okay, let me start over. The before and after photos are going to help you actually see the results, because the results are progressive. So you're going to wrap, and then you may see results immediately right as soon as you take the wrap off. I actually usually gain a little bit of inches when I first take the wrap off because I've been drinking so much water during the wrapping process. Some people do lose inches though. But you want to take a photo because the results from that single wrap are not going to be complete until day 3. So it's progressive. Your body's working for 3 days for you to help eliminate all of these toxins. So that's why I want to take the photos, because it's going to be gradual And some people notice it just with the naked eye, but to really see the full impact of what these things can do, take before and after photos. The other thing you want to do is just to make sure, because sometimes people will lose inches and they don't even realize it because for some reason it doesn't look like it, you want to measure yourself in 3 spots. You're going to measure yourself right here around your rib cage. You're going to measure around your waistline. I've got on my workout pants, so they're a little bit high-waisted. And then you're also going to measure around your hips. And to make sure that you are measuring in the same spot, you're going to measure 2 times. You're going to measure before, or I'm sorry, you're going to measure 3 times. You're going to measure before, you're going to measure immediately after you take the wrap off, and then you're going to measure again on day 3 once the results are final. So after 72 hours, you're going to measure again. So we're going to measure, and to make sure that we're in the same spot, we're going to put, normally you're going to want to use a Sharpie or a permanent marker. My daughter lost mine, so I'm stealing her Crayola washable marker. But once I find my permanent marker, I'll go back over it. But what we want to do is we're going to make a mark here. And then right above it, right here, okay? And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now you have marks on your body so that you know where to line up the tape measure when you measure yourself after the wrap is finished, and also when you measure yourself after that 72-hour period. So we're going to do the same thing on both sides, and we're going to do the same thing on all parts of where we are going to be measuring, okay? So after you've done that, make sure you write your measurements down. You're going to have 3 columns. You're going to have 3 columns and 3 rows. So your rows are going to be ribs, waist, hips, and your rows are going to be before, immediately after, 72 hours after. And you're going to keep track of your measurements. You've got to use one of these flexible ones, one of these fabric tape measures. You can't use one of those metal ones because those don't bend very easily. So you can pick one of these guys up for pretty cheap, like $1.50 maybe, at any sort of fabric store, Joann Fabrics, Michaels. They're going to have these flexible tape measures. So before we cleanse the area, which we'll do here in a second, what we're going to do is we're going to dry brush. Dry brushing is incredible. It can help break up, even dry brushing on its own, dry brushing every morning and every night. Not only is it relaxing, but it's also cleansing because it helps spur that lymphatic system into action. And it can also help break up the fat deposits and then disperse them more evenly, reducing cellulite. So if you haven't started a practice of dry brushing, you might want to do that. I got this dry brush at Target for like $3 or $4. They're really, really affordable. And I like it because I can keep the handle on to like dry brush my back if I want, or I can pop the handle right off, and then I have just this little body brush. So we're going to dry brush the area. And we want to get nice and scrub the area, because what this is doing, this is spurring the lymphatic system into action. It's letting the lymphatic system know, hey, we are ready to detox. Let's start removing that cellular waste. It's also exfoliating. So not only is it helping us on a cellular level, but it's exfoliating the skin as well to prepare it to be more ready to absorb the contents of the wrap. I usually say do this for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. I won't make you guys watch the whole time. All right, now that we're nice and red, we want to make sure we cleanse the area. So I like to use, you want to use a non-oily cleanser, and a cleanser that works really well is our cleanser, the It Works cleanser. I use this on my face every morning and every evening, but you can use any non-oily cleanser that you prefer. You also want to make sure that you completely rid the area of any oils. So please, 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 like I said, do not use an oily cleanser. If you feel like you need to, or for some reason if you can't wash the area for whatever reason, alcohol, rubbing alcohol, to just get rid of those excess oils. We don't want any body oils on the body. Well, I mean, there's always going to be some body oils, but you know what I mean. We want to get it as clean slate as possible before we actually wrap. All right, so now we are ready to wrap. I folded my pants down, and I'm going to cut this baby open and show you what it looks like. This thing smells amazing. So this is what it's going to look like when it comes out of its little pouch. And you just take it and you start unfolding it, okay? And and the ointment is already on the wrap. So this thing is wet. It's moist and it's incredible. One thing that you want to keep in mind, do not buy these things on eBay. These are botanical based products and they are perishable. There is an expiration date. So some people will have really bad experiences because they'll purchase a wrap from someone who had been a customer and they bought some wraps but they didn't use them, or maybe they used to be a distributor and they have a bunch of wraps that they have that they want to get rid of, so they'll sell them for real cheap on buy-sell trade groups. They'll sell them on eBay. Don't buy from them, please. They are not reputable or licensed sellers. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know who, basically you don't know how credible they are. So what we're gonna do is we're just placing this on here. Okay, we're just placing this on the area. It smells so incredible, you guys. I love wrapping. I love it. It's so relaxing. It's just this botanical, really earthy, mentholy, plant-based amazingness, and I love it. So you're gonna just put it on, and you're gonna smooth, okay? You wanna get it as tight to the body as possible. And then we wanna hold it in place. So you can use tight clothing for this. You can use plastic cling wrap or saran wrap. I don't like either of those. I like our Fab Wrap. I've already been using this roll. It's only $7. You get a lot of wraps out of it and it's breathable, okay? So that's why I prefer using the It Works Fab Wrap in place of tight clothing or cling. I love it. So we're gonna just basically wrap ourselves up. If you have someone who can wrap you, by all means, take on their assistance, but it really is very easy to wrap yourself. All right, and when you're ready, just be very careful, please, when you're cutting. You just cut it. Same thing with the cling wrap. And I usually just find a layer. I put maybe 3 layers on. I just find a little area, tuck it in there. And try to keep whichever area you've wrapped, try to keep that area as still and as flat as possible so that the wrap's not moving around too much. The Fab Wrap does keep it in place pretty well, nice and tight, but you don't want to be doing a lot of bending because then the ointment's gonna kind of seep around. So just try to, if you lay down, stay standing up, walk around, do some errands. Just be very mindful of your body and its movements when you are wrapping. Do not wrap while you are working out. You don't want to be sweating when you're wrapping because that's going to, when you're sweating, stuff's coming out of your pores. You want this to be absorbed into your skin. So no wrapping while working out. You can wrap after you work out. That's always a great way to kind of cool down after your cool down exercises, and you're kind of just relaxing. Clean the area because you're probably real sweaty, you got a lot of body oils. But that is how you wrap. So I'm probably going to leave this on for a couple hours, but normally if it's your first wrap, definitely if it's your first wrap, 45 minutes, set the timer, take it off in 45 minutes, rub the remaining lotion, the remaining ointment into your skin, don't wash it off, just rub it in, just like body lotion, and you're all set. Now, we're going to talk about what you do during and after wrapping because it is crucial. So I'm going to sit back down for this. During the wrap time itself, this part is crucial, guys. I've wrapped and not paid attention to my water intake, and I still see a benefit. My skin looks amazing. The tightness is definitely there, but I was not even intending on losing inches because I'm pretty small to begin with. I just really want to tighten up and get some visible abs. For the first probably 5 or 6 reps that I had done, I didn't listen myself. I didn't practice what I preached, which is shameful to admit, but I'm just being honest. I never lost inches. I always saw a difference as far as my skin condition was concerned and a little bit of tightness, but the results weren't as mind-blowing as I wanted them to be. So one day I was like, you know what, I'm eating clean, I'm going to be detoxing, I'm going to just completely get rid of my soda. I'm not going to drink soda, I'm just going to drink water, and I'm going to drink my water. So what you want to do is while you're actually wrapping, while the wrap is on, you're going to want to drink at least 2, if not 3 of these bad boys. You're going to have to pee like crazy, but remember, we are flushing and detoxing our bodies. So while the wrap is on, drink 2 to 3 bottles of water. For the following 3 days, you can eat Try to eat clean. Remember, you just detox, so you don't detox and then the next day you go out and get a big, gigantic, fatty hamburger with the works on it, right? With the bacon and the cheese everywhere. You want to try to eat as healthy as possible while still satisfying your body's needs. But you don't want to drink anything other than water. You can add greens to the water if you want to for one, but really we're looking for just pure water. And how you're going to calculate how much water you drink is you're going to do this. You're going to take how much do you weigh in pounds, and then you're going to take that number and you're going to divide it by 2. Whatever that number is, you're going to drink that many ounces of water. So for me, my goal every day, I have to drink 53 ounces of water every single day. It's not that hard. One of these bottles, and I don't like bottled water because I don't like the waste, but I had this bottle lying around. Don't reuse plastic bottles. I need to get one of those. I need to get a really good water bottle with the tick marks on it. But one of these bottles is 27 ounces. So basically I just drink 2 of these bottles during the day plus a little bit more, and I've onto my water intake. Usually I'm drinking about 3 of these a day. So no soda, no coffee, don't drink your coffee, no tea, no juice, no nothing, no milk. Drink water, 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 water. Okay? Drink your water and eat well. And like I said, if you need caffeine because your body's so used to it, try replacing 8 ounces of water with 8 ounces of water and a packet of greens on the go, or a serving of the regular greens. And that's going to give you the energy that you need, but not that jittery, gross caffeine energy. It's just going to give you a nice boost of energy with all the B vitamins and the antioxidants and the tons of superfoods that are in our greens powder. So that is how you wrap. That's what you want to do. 72 hours later, in the same position, in the same lighting, take a before photo from the front and an after photo from the front and an after photo from the side, just like you did for your before and just like you did immediately after taking off the wrap. Make sure when you take the wrap off, you're also taking before and after. You can wait a little bit if you want to, if there's a little bit of redness and you want that redness to go away. But just try to take a photo in that around the 24-hour mark, at least within that 24-hour mark, and then again at 72 hours, and be prepared to have your mind blown because a lot of us experience visible results after just that first wrap. 1 wrap is a treat, 4 wraps is a treatment. So make sure that if you are planning on wrapping to help kickstart a healthy lifestyle or complement one that you already have, make sure that you sign up as a loyal customer so that you can get the discounted price of the wraps. It almost cuts the price in half. Not quite, but almost. And we're actually running a Crazy Train 90-day challenge right now, and enrollment is from now until January 3rd. The official start date is going to be January 1st, but some people won't have their products in. But what the Crazy Train 90-day wrap challenge, or 90-day challenge is it's 2 products. The first product being what I just showed you, the wraps. 1 wrap a week. The second product is a product that I will help you figure out based on your wellness goals. So for myself, I'm doing wraps and I'm doing ProFit. I might actually bring in ThermoFit as well. And I do greens daily, but that's not part of my challenge just because greens are just kind of a part of my life at this point. But wraps definitely, and the ProFit is amazing. ProFit's also becoming very much a part of my daily life. And we're also encouraging clean eating. We're sharing recipes with each other. We're encouraging movement. A lot of us are doing different programs. Myself and Brandy, my upline, we're doing the same program, or we're doing a similar program. Other people are doing other programs. The clean eating and the movement part, or the exercise part, those are not required, but we do heavily encourage them. And we've got a private Facebook group where we can share our successes, our challenges, update each other on how we're doing, talking about our experiences with the products, our experiences with our workout plans, checking in, holding each other accountable, motivating each other. It's a really, really great support system. I'm in there every single day. So if you want to be part of the 90-day challenge with the Crazy Train, send me a message on Facebook, and we'll get you all set up and figure out together which products are going to be the best products for you. So if you are interested in any of these products or wanting to order, just visit charliesaysgo.myitworks.com. or visit facebook.com/The Monarch Company, TheMonarch COMPANY, monarchcompany.com. Both of those places are really good places to get a hold of me and order your products or ask me questions. And until next time, happy wrapping, guys. Thanks for sticking with me through this video, and thank you for those of you who requested this video, and I love your support. To all of you, much love. In the cage, Alakeen.